Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? And I'm back with a little movie review. Well, actually, it's a little TV review. So just the other night, I decided to break. I just said hell with it. I decided to finally get a Amazon Prime account. That way, I can watch the brand new Jack Ryan series. And I'm already like a few episodes in, so I just want to give my thoughts on the whole series and why I think of it so far. All I'm gonna say is, wow, it is really good. I'm liking this new direction. It's essentially a reboot of the character in general, or the whole. I would say that like anything from the Tom Clancy franchise in general. So yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much a modern retelling of okay, Jack Ryan's origins, how you get to where he was. So yeah, if you kind of think about it, well, the character Jack Ryan's been dated, if you kind of think about it. So yeah, and well, let's see. You've had past Tom Clancy novels being brought to adaptation, kind of thing. Yeah, Hunt for October. You had four books adapted to screen. Then you had the Shadow Recruit, which I believe was just their own thing, which I assumed that Tom Clancy had nothing to do with that, even though Clancy's been dead for a few years. But anyway, that's not the point. So far, I feel like they've got the best of both worlds so far. What they got going on, I kind of the modern setting kind of really hits home to me. It kind of brings it, how I say, down to earth. It's like, oh wow, if this character was a real person today, I'd be like, oh wow, he would definitely embody today's culture of, oh my god, we're in the midst of a conflict in the Middle East kind of thing, and Jack Ryan's really taken that idea of a CIA desk analyst, all that, and just running with it, and it really works. But although the one thing that I think some people are kind of nagging on is, okay, so it's essentially John Krasinski playing John Krasinski's character in The Office again. So I'm like, oh great, so it's that. But then he takes out of that template and then ups up the badassery when you see him kick some ass in the field. And my goodness, that first hour episode was really good. I mean, it had me sitting on edge, and literally the twists just kept me going and maybe kept watching. It was that good. So yeah, so what I'm seeing so far, it's a good series. Is it the best? Not really. I feel like there's some good and some bad things, like I mentioned. I feel like it's the Krasinski baiting back to his desk character. There's some interesting elements that I think they could just iron out and just make it better. I don't know, better for worse. It's totally up to you. I love the whole perspective, how they're going with this. It's like, oh, how did Jack Ryan come to be? How do you meet Admiral Grier? Or, well, I call him Admiral Grier because because he was played by James Earl Jones in the movies. But, of course, here he's not Admiral. It's just James Grier, which, of course, had me scratch my head. Okay, so how does he go from here to Admiral? Or does he still keep his title? So, I don't know, but like I said, it's a modern retelling. It's a completely different culture from this and the old movies. But I still want to see where they would go with this. I definitely see how everything will fall into place and plays out into the future, and how I remember it happening in the movies. So he meets so he meets his wife, his future wife, because at a party, of course, we know where that goes. We're not Abby Cornish, even though she was just there for like a couple minutes in like that first hour episode. But then, of course, she gradually comes back, and it's like, oh, I see. She's starting to feel like the perfect foil for Krasinski's Jack Ryan, and of course, I feel like these two, they're destined, to be an item for in the series. So definitely, and I heard there is a second season in the works. So I want to see where this goes, but overall, this is a really good show. I definitely recommend this for fans of espionage and fans of Tom Clancy. Absolutely. If you want to give it a watch, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can do that. If you don't, go get one. Okay, it's really fun. There are some other good shows on there. All right. So if I had to give Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan series a score, I'm gonna give so far. I'm gonna give a 7.5 out of 10. It's just starting to grow on me. Okay, so it just needs to work on a few kinks. Then I think it would just work on me. I still have the finale to watch and a few more. Just keep me entertained. All right. So that does it for a night. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up the video, subscribe my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome videos.